Hello, I'm Margie Taylor, and I am here with Sukaina, and she is the owner, going to talk to us a little bit about Macaron by Patisse. We're at Hughes Landing, so she's the first one on our stop, and come take a tour with us. So, Sukaina, what do you have right here? These is your pride and joy.
They are my pride and joy. So here we have 4 macarons in some flavors that are quite popular and ones that I think you were interested in.
Yes.
The top one being birthday cake, mint chocolate, lavender white chocolate, and almond.
Yum. So before I taste that, tell me a little background on your shop here. This is one of how many you have?
One of 3.
One of 3. And how did you get started on this?
So about 10 years ago, I had a holistic wellness and nutrition practice where I worked a lot with children with ADD, ADHD, and autism. And I was the crazy lady that kept telling them to have kale and pineapple smoothies every day. So I felt like I owed them a little treat when they would come see me at my clinic. And so I thought macarons would be a great treat. They're gluten-free, preservative-free, and usually additive-free, and that would be great for them. And so I started looking around Houston trying to find some. And I couldn't because macarons are a very temperamental pastry to make, and also they have a very short shelf life. So if they're not fresh, they don't taste good. And so I decided to make them myself in my little apartment kitchen, and before I knew it, I was making $800 to $1,200 a week.
Oh my goodness. So you opened up your first store when?
In 2013. At the beginning of 2013, we opened up our first shop in River Oaks, and then from there we opened up in the Galleria the same year. And then we ended up with some large wholesale deals and ended up being on national television with a Houston billionaire, Tillman Fertitta, who actually graced us with his presence for our opening party here in the Woodlands.
And there you go. They just look so perfect. They're so symmetrical. They're perfect circles.
I'm a little OCD, as you can tell. Very type A, but my staff does practice for like 2 months before any of their macarons end up in that display case.
2 months. Wow.
Yeah. They're really temperamental, so getting the texture right, and we obviously want it to be the same. Like, I don't want you to come here and have a birthday cake today, and then tomorrow you come back and you're like, that doesn't taste the same.
It's a triangle, too. What happened? So I'm going to taste. Which one should I try?
It's totally up to you, whatever you feel like.
So this is the almond.
Love the almond, yeah. It's classic. So we do
light.
Actually, all of our macarons are only 50 calories each. I'm a crazy nutrition person, so that's how it started. So they're 50 calories. Most of them are gluten-free except for just 2 flavors. And everything is made from scratch. So the almond that you just had, we make our own almond butter. We do our own shells, buttercream, everything. Salted caramel, we literally make our own caramel in-house as well.
I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to taste all the different flavors. The first bite was incredible.
Thank you. And it makes a huge difference when they're fresh, right? You get a nice crisp exterior with a nice soft and chewy interior, but each one is different, so you get a different texture all different.
So you make them fresh each day? And what happens to the leftovers?
We've gotten really good at predicting how many are going to sell, but leftovers end up in my tummy, which is not a good thing. But at 50 calories each, I can afford to get away with it.
Okay. And you also teach classes.
We do. We used to do in-person classes, of course, but then COVID happened, so we've taken them virtual. Every month we do a macaron class online, so you get a little workbook, you can gather the ingredients, and then join me for a live and ask questions as we do the class together.
How fun. So where do they sign up?
You can sign up on our website at www.macaronbypatisse.com.
Very good. This is great. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.
And next up, we are going across the street to Escalante's, here again at Hughes Landing.